Hello, everyone. A very warm welcome to another exciting episode of Psychology Talks. And today we are having Preston with us. And as a lot of people already know, that we are running the mental health awareness campaign, and it is the end of the month. And a lot of people joined us with this campaign, and they helped us creating awareness, and they participated. So thanks a lot. And that's why Preston, the founder of Save Lives Projects, we are missing Eldin Hassa with us because he was busy and he couldn't join. Otherwise, all three of us would be here to talk about Save Lives Project and to talk about mental health awareness. So thank you so much, Preston, for joining us today.
Thank you. Thank you, Ambreen. It's great to be here, and it's great to be a part of this discussion of mental health. And that's why we started this. Our purpose at the Save Lives Project was a few years ago now, and we came together to create awareness around suicide. But mental health, it's all the same thing. And it's providing that support, providing that resource, opening up a conversation so people that can feel comfortable about it, because sometimes it has all these different beliefs and feelings that get tied to the idea of mental health. So thank you, and thank you for having me today. It's an honor to be here.
You're most welcome. And yes, thank you for highlighting it. And the main purpose that we started this mental health awareness campaign was to bring people together, because we know that a lot of people are suffering in silence, and they they've been just feeling all these depression and stress and anxiety, but they don't know where to seek help, and they are just keeping it to themselves. And when they actually uh, keeping all these emotions to themselves, it feels a lot more worse, and the suffering is more painful. But when you go out and seek help, or when you just even share your problem, you feel much better, lighter. So that's the main objective of creating this mental health awareness campaign, to bring people together, and those who actually willing to help out, they joined us, they shared the message to the people who are looking for some help and who are looking to find some guidance. And I really want to thanks to all those people who came forward and who shared the message with us, who shared the videos, who shared the content. And even if they couldn't share the content, they were supporting our post and helping us reach to the people who really wanted to hear the message. So really, really thanks to all those people who were actively supporting us, who were creating content, who were creating messages to spread the knowledge and to break the stigma that is associated with it, due to which a lot of people are hesitant, they feel ashamed and shy to seek help. So thanks a lot.
Thank you. Yeah. And that's what it's about too. In the Save Lives Project, our idea wasn't like a lot of different nonprofits or different things like that. They're trying to raise money, right, for a different solution. And we're not here to raise money. We're actually no money involved. It's all volunteered service. It's donated resources, it's donated time, it's donated thought, it's donated ideas. And that's what's so powerful, is when people come together to support each other, it creates that love. And you see how much love and how much care and how much passion's out there in the world. That's the one thing people are missing today, is that
Yeah.
connection, that love together.
Yeah, absolutely, absolutely. It's like, whenever it's there, they try to seek some help. Maybe there's some problems is attached to it. Either they feel shy, there may be some they don't know where to go to find some help. They don't know how to seek help. They, of course, a lot of like maybe the finance is required. So we are just doing it for a passion, because there is some reason, of course, attached to it. We are all passionate about sharing the knowledge about mental health and about psychology. And one reason, I mean, the reason why it is very much close to my heart is that At one point in time, I was feeling so depressed. I was going through the same feelings, and I felt that, if I can overcome these feelings, and I know that this can be done. So no one else should go through the that process of the painful process of seeking help. So I think it is there. We need to just go and tell the people that it is not the end of the life. It is not the end of everything. Everything can become good. Everything comes with time. You just need to keep you calm. You need to keep doing your work. You need to have hope that there will be good times.
Yep. And two, what you're saying, is that you've gone through things. I've gone through things too. We've all gone through things, and that's part of the human experience. That's part of being human. It doesn't matter who you are. It doesn't matter where you live. It doesn't matter what gender you are. It doesn't matter what religion you are, what ethnicity, how much money you make. The human experience is the exact same for people. And people say, no, Preston, it's totally different. This person has it better than me. This person has this. But what I mean by that is being human is the exact same. So we all go through different things in life, but we all experience sadness. We all experience love. We all experience joy. We all experience pain. We all experience those things, these emotions, and the situations change and the details change, but how we experience life together as humans is the exact same. And so that's what we focus on, is to go, okay, when people get thrown off, they go through something and they create an internal connection to that thing. They go, oh, life's bad, life's hard, life, I'm meaningless, all these things that we start to create in the world. But what I've found is that when we go through those things in life, our perspective is really limited. So, like, literally, like, our perspective is limited. Like, we can physically only see so much. It's only so possible. Like, I can see, right here, visually, I can see everything in front of me, but I start to lose my sight. If I take my hand and I move it past my ear, now I can see my left hand, but I can't see my right hand. And sometimes that's like life. Sometimes we're going through life like that. But they go, no, this is how life is. And you need someone else like you, Ambry, and you can see my right hand. You go, no, there's another hand. There's another hand, and you can use that hand to help you. You just need to look to the right. And I look to the right, and I realize there's a hand there. I realize I have help, because that's like what depression's like. That's what thoughts of suicide are like. We're going through a situation in life, and we can only see so much. But let me tell you, if you're in that state, if you're in that spot, your perspective's limited by what you can see. And there are solutions out there. There are ways to deal with it. There are things you can do to change. And so what you need is people around you to help you to see that. You need people around you to help you to create that awareness. It's just recognizing that there's something bigger, recognizing the new possibility. And if you can recognize there is a new possibility for you in your life, then you know you can change, and you know you've got hope, and you know you can do something about it. And so that's why we came together, to collect resources, to collect ideas, to start conversations so people can be thinking about this. And maybe something has popped up in your mind where I've said something and you heard it and you go, well, yeah, but I can't change that in my life. Or my life, Preston, you don't realize it. Well, I've done, one-on-one coaching, I've done group coaching, I run an academy called Formula EQ, and every single scenario I've gotten into, there is change that can be made, and there's a priority. And I heard a guy recently, who said, what if you had a choice right now, if I gave you a $10 million check tomorrow, or you can wake up tomorrow, what would you choose? I gave you a $10 million check tomorrow, or you could wake up tomorrow. Well, if I don't wake up tomorrow, the $10 million is pointless, right? It's pointless. There's no purpose in it. So what that means is the purpose of life is you. It's your existence. It's you being able to wake up tomorrow. And with that, you have unlimited potential. You have unlimited possibility, and everything can be changed. And so that's a hope. That's a light, right? That maybe you can't see, but you go, okay, I understand that it's out there. I'm going to hang on for another day.
Yeah, absolutely. You said it so beautifully. There are a lot of people actually joining us and saying like it's a very good discussion. So thank you so much for joining. Robert is also sorry. Rana Dev is also said that yes, awareness is important. And Robert is saying hello, Robert. Thanks for joining. So yes, I think you're absolutely right that uh, we need to realize that life itself is a gift, and it's all in our actually mind, that how we see life, that makes a change. As you already said, that like if we actually if we know that our hand is at the back of our, let's say maybe the ear, we can't see it, but somebody else can see it. So that's the power of coming together, that's the power of belongingness, because humans are meant to be a social being. They need to live together. And the moment you try to isolate yourself, maybe if you're in the wrong company, you're feeling so much pressure, and you're feeling not connected with them, and you feel more isolated. But here is the point, that you need to find out the right company, the right people who can support you. And that is where you find out the right way to move about in the life. That is where you find out the hope. Because if you think that you are stuck in a situation, maybe the circumstances which are not right, or maybe if the people are not right, then there is a time that you need to bring about some change. It's not about uh, it's not the thing that you're just stuck there forever. Nothing lasts forever. That is not just a sentence, but it happens. It is because with time everything changes, and if you need to realize this, you have the power to change. That is one thing. If you internalize this feeling that yes, you can change it, and then you would be able to drive your life into the direction where you want to go. So I yeah.
Yeah, and we're powerful people. That's it. People are more powerful than they realize they are. And I teach these things in my academy at Formula EQ. But your thought actually creates a physical change in the world.
Yeah.
It actually shows up. So it creates an electronic impulse, and that impulse creates things in your body that create patterns, that create what becomes your life. And that electronic impulse that's our thought doesn't end inside of us. It goes beyond us, because we're kind of like electric generators. We like drink drinks, and we consume food. We make energy literally, and then that energy comes out of us. But our thoughts are so important, because if your thoughts aren't serving you, if your thoughts are negative, if your thoughts are putting you down, then you're actually creating that on some level in your life. And so that's the first step of creating change in your life, is recognition. It's recognizing and just going, oh, like there's something here that I couldn't see. And that's it. And recognizing that is the gateway to new possibilities. Recognizing it's a gateway to change. Recognizing is a gateway to all the solutions that you have accessible. And then beyond the recognizing, it's getting the people, right? Like you were saying, Ambreen, is getting the people around you, because you can't do it alone. We're not meant to be alone. We're social creatures. We need each other. When you look at the criminal justice systems in the United States, they put people in jail that did something wrong. But the worst part of jail is the people that mess up in jail and are intolerable. They put them in solitary confinement. Solitary confinement's the number one, torture. It makes people go crazy, because people don't want to be alone. People can't be alone, and it's not good to be alone. And so, you need people around you, and by having those people around you, and then that's one part, having people around you. Second part is having people around you that you want to be like. So we become like an influence of the people that we hang around. And so when you're around people, are those people living the life that you want to live? Or can you find people that are the way that you want to be more, and surround yourself with those types of people?
Yeah, yeah, absolutely. As you were actually saying that, uh, the thoughts are energy, and as like here, I would also like to say that it's not only the power to create only the neuroplasticity or internal changes. It has the power to create change around you, because even like the quantum physics proves that, uh, theoretically, but it is that it has the power to create entanglement, because this is how we our thoughts are the energy,
Mhm.
and that energy creates certain frequency, and that frequency again is created by our mind, and that creates entanglement. And this is like a signal that we send to the signal wherever, like we are sending through our thoughts. If you want to achieve a goal, if you keep on thinking it with the burning desire, that's how you're sending the message to the universe, and then bringing all the events coming in your life. That's how you become the creator of the miracles in the life. You start witnessing miracles. That is how you do it. If you have those thoughts, these positive thoughts, this you sending it to the universe, that is how you are attracting all those positive events in the life, all those positive people in your life, and then who will help you to will guide you to achieve your goal or dreams in your life. So that is the main power that we have, to choose right thoughts and to actually create that environment or the surrounding that we want to achieve in our life.
I love that you brought up that depth and that quantum theory and those different ideas, because those get a little complicated. I don't want to lose anyone here, but but I want to share a simple idea that conveys those ideas on another level. And it's something that all of us do. It's something that most people have within their arm's reach or their hand right now, and it's a phone, right? So we have these cell phones, and I use the phone as a use case to try to understand the power of the human potential and the reach of the human potential, because the human they've done countless studies, and there's even machines. There's a machine called an MEG machine. It's a magneto electroencephalogram, and it will actually pick up the thoughts with a helmet that goes around you. It doesn't touch you, but it reads the thoughts and pinpoints the thoughts that actually happen in your head. So it senses them. Now there's a lot of other different studies that sense different types of things that go on outside of your body too. I did a study where you can put a car key fob up to the bottom of your chin, and you can hit it, and it'll send the transmission twice as far as when you just click it with your hand.
Oh
And
wow.
so what I mean by that, why I say those things, is we are a transmitter, right? We're a
Yeah.
transmitter. We're transmitting, and we're sending out these things. We're sending out these thoughts. And those thoughts change our environment. They change the people we interact with, and they change our life. And going back to my initial, we all have the cell phone. And right now I can pick this up, and you and I are on opposite sides of the world, Ambreen, and I can call you, and we can be on some level connected in time and space together, without physically touching, without having any sort of thing. And so if we send signals, and the phone can send signals, and the fact that you and I can be tied together in time and space when we're not physically together, proves that it's possible. So then the only argument is distance.
Yeah.
The only, the only argument is distance. How far is your energy sent? how far does your energy change your environment around you? And my belief is it's way farther than we understand it to be.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, I mean, basically, to me, I would say that the distance, the physical, the science or physics, I would say the physical realms or the time and space, this is definitely there, but our mind is much more capable to go beyond these, to pass through all these realms, because as I always say that we are not only just the physical being, we are also spiritual beings. As you already said that, we are energy, we are transmitting frequencies and energies. So, like, it's it may sound like, say, uh, unbelievable, but you and I can be in touch without, like, uh, without being together in this space. But there is a space, maybe our mind is much more powerful, then we can connect, because we are connected. Like, if you have read Carl Jung, he already said that we are connected because our consciousness is connected. We may know that all these people are there. All the consciousness is there in one space. I would say it's like a big internet. It's out there in the universe. All the information is there. All the people are there, because people are energy, and this is the place where, if we can access that, we can, like, cross all those boundaries, and we can do whatever we want to. And that's what our superpower is. If we just need to realize this, that we can do it, and then we achieve all those powers.
and so that then becomes the big question, the next question. So what do we do with that, right?
Yeah.
How do we access it?
Oh,
How does that change our life? And I think it's like this: we consume things, and they become our fuel, and they become our strength. We consume good things like food, healthy food, and it builds your health, it builds your strength, it makes you healthier and stronger. When you consume bad things, when you consume things that are not good for you, it lowers your ability, it weakens your immune system, it downregulates your body functions, maybe it hurts you, maybe it kills cells, maybe you drink poison or whatever, or different things like that, but it downregulates you. And but our mind is also a consumer, right? It's not, well, it does consume the food and stuff like that, but it's also consuming our environment. It's consuming those things around us, because not only are we're senders of those messages, we're creators, we're also receivers. We're
yes.
also receivers of those messages. And so what you can do today is look at the food your mind is consuming. And what that looks like is, where do you spend your time? What kind of stuff do you participate in entertainment, in TV, in social media? What types of people do you hang around? And are they positive? Are they good influence on you? Are they the type of people you want to be? Like we were talking about earlier. And those things can be the food for your mind to go, okay, I can watch positive, influence or positive information like we're putting out on this, where we learn how to be better people. We learn how to connect better, or we learn how to live better. And if you surround yourself with the food, the mind food, the stuff that you consume in your head, that will help you. That will help you to grow, and that will help you to build that ability. And also, you'll not only will you be taking in positive information, you'll be taking in positive things, but by doing that, you'll become a person who transmits
Yeah.
positivity and
Yeah.
transmits the positive things. And so it's
Yeah.
like, yeah, it's like lifting weights. You build it over time. You don't get muscle every day, but when you do those little tiny things over and over again, you build that strength and that ability up. So
Yeah, that's very true. And actually, this is how we train our mind. That actually, at what level are you operating? The least level is, negative thoughts, and these are the thoughts that, like I was talking in the morning with someone that, our mind produces like thousands of thoughts, right? and most of them are negative.
Mm.
And it's okay. And that's what our power is, to choose the right ones which empower us. And that is how we either, like, receive or transmit this. That is what our power is, to pick and choose that what are the thoughts that we want to do it. And then of course those thoughts, how we choose it, it depends again that what is your purpose in life, what is you want to do. And that's how you start choosing or picking up the right thoughts in your mind, that okay, this is the one that does not empower you to achieve your goal. So discard all these things. So choose your thoughts that are positive, that empowers you. And so that's how we can move. I think there's a very big comment here, and let's say that life itself is a precious gift. We need to have it, and far more self-belief with optimism. These are the basic thoughts. Though we face failure, that doesn't mean end of the life. Don't ever get distraught as failure or stepping stones to our success. Always have passion. What creates with passion, you consistent, as consistency is hard work. uh, Hard work gives you success, but equally you need to have good bunch of guys around you. As during bad times, you need not to go get isolated, but instead those guys around you. Very right, absolutely true.
Yep, and just like you were saying too, choice is so powerful. We call it the ABCs of life at the Formula EQ Academy, where it's the C is between the B and the D is the C. Between the birth and the death is the choice, and we have choice. We have choices that we make in our life. Those choices end up creating who we are, who we become, and that's our power. That's our power as people. And that's also why, if you look at historically, why you go back through thought and you go, oh, we have all these negative thoughts, because it's our body trying to be survival instinct and trying to say, oh, is this good, is this bad, is I going to die, am I going to feel good, is this protective, and you have these internal dialogues, this internal voice. But that's where it's so important to focus on the positivity, focus on the light, build that strength to make choices that support you in the long term. But here's the thing too, and this is what I want people to really understand, before we wrap up today, is that the choices that you made in the past don't dictate who you are today or who you can be tomorrow. And right now, too many people get caught up in time. There's a confusion and misconception, actually a lie, where people live in the past or they live in the future, and it disables them from operating in the now, operating right now today. And right now is the only place you can actually operate. And
Yeah.
so, whatever it is that you've got in your way, if you've got a block in your way, if you've got something in your way and you say, oh, I'm not that type of person, I don't have the skill set, I don't have the connections, I don't have the family, I don't have the relationship, you're living in the past. You're letting the past change your ability to make a choice right now. So, right now, if you're listening still to this broadcast, you're a powerful person because you believe in yourself, you're taking time for yourself, you care about yourself, you care about other people, because you've carved out a space, you've made a choice to be here and to listen to this. And I want you to make a choice right now in your life that you're going to do things that serve you from the now to whoever you want to be as the most perfect self. Not who you are, not what you have in your pipeline. People get fear of the future too. They go, oh, I don't want to be a dad. Oh, I don't want to be a business owner. Oh, I got to take a test at school. I'm going to worry about the test. I might fail it and I might not become an attorney, or I might not become a whatever. And the worry about the past, worry about the future, it just distracts you from being who you are right now. And right now is the only thing you can be. So right now you make a choice. Right now you make a choice to be the most amazing person that you want to be. Right now you make a choice to feel the way that you want to feel. And right now you act as the most amazing person that you want to be. because you don't
Yeah.
wait till tomorrow. You don't wait for the past to say, "Oh, it's okay. Now you can be this person." I give you permission right now to be anyone you want to be, to live the way you want to be, because you have the choice, and the choice is now, not in the past, not in the future.
Excellent, excellent. I think this is the ultimate advice that one would ever have. So, just I think we just reached the end of the time of the show. So, just one advice I would also like to give to the audience, that, like, taking your advice further, that that whatever you are actually seeking, you just have it. You don't need to look here and there. You just need to have a belief in yourself, and then you can do it and just go for it. It's not something that you just always have to wait for, something that maybe this would be the right time, maybe you don't have right finances, right circumstances. There will never be the right time or right things or right circumstances. You have to create it. You have everything you want, and God has given you all the capabilities. So just take action, whatever you want to become, because you already, as Preston said, that you already are amazing. You have everything. Just reach out to your best level. You believe in yourself, and that's it. So thank
Yep.
you so much for everyone for joining today. And with this show, we are actually uh, closing our mental health awareness campaign. This is the end of our campaign, but that doesn't mean that our efforts are also end here. Our efforts will continue even after this month, to increase, to raise awareness about the mental health, to create awareness about, or to prevent suicide, to do a lot about people who are actually maybe suffering, or who are just dealing with difficult times in their lives. So you are not alone even after this campaign. So reach out to Preston, to me, or to anyone, or to Eldon also, to who you think who can help you out to do something better in life.
Yep. Check out the Save Lives Project. If you've got
Yeah.
resources that you want to help us with in the future and become part of what we're doing to uplift humanity, if you need, us, reach out at formulaeq.com, and we're here to help you, and we're here to make you the most amazing version of yourself, because I know you are more incredible than you believe you are. And the only difference between you and the person that you want to be is believing it, is believing that you are that person. So
Yes,
we love you and
absolutely.
we appreciate you all.
Okay, thank you so much for joining, and thank you, Preston, for joining. Thank you. And
Thank
okay,
you.
bye bye.